Pisces, hello and welcome to your 2025 predictions video. Thank you so much for being here with me. My name is Coco, and before we get started, this is a general reading. It is not a private one-to-one reading. If that is something you are interested in, especially as we come into the new year, you can go down to the description box below to the link to my website. If you click the link, it will bring you to the services page where you could book a private virtual reading with me if you'd like. However, because this is a general reading, it might not resonate for everybody. And if you feel like you're not connecting with it, if you feel like you're not relating, that's perfectly fine. Just leave this reading behind and do consider looking at the readings for your moon and rising signs. But if this reading does resonate for you, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, or just sharing with friends, family, loved ones, social networks. Any support at all is very much appreciated. All right, let's get into your reading, Pisces. We're first going to see what's coming towards you in 2025. Sorry for the car horns. I live in a noisy area, so you might hear some dogs barking, cars passing. I do apologize in advance. This is the part of the reading where I'm going to pull all of your cards at once. We're going to see the guidance coming in for you. We'll see an overarching lesson of 2025 for you, as well as any challenges that you'll be facing, how you can overcome those challenges. We'll also look at your love life and your work life very briefly, but just to see what's going to be happening for you in those realms. If you'd like to stick around and watch the cards come out in real time, you are very much welcome to that. And if you would like to skip over, you are also very much welcome to do that as well. Wow. Okay. I feel like 2025 is going to be an intense year, Pisces. I'm going to get another one of these Wisdom of Tao cards. Whew. Okay. Now, another card that popped out that I put back in, but I want to take out, I realized I should have taken it, was the inaction is the best action card. Let me find that card because I accidentally, oh, it's right on top, of course. Oh, let me go get that card that fell. Four of Pentacles, okay. I see. This is a year of serious leveling up for you. I think it's a year of growing up as well. I feel like the Lover's card wants to come out. Ah, we got the Two of Cups. Okay, something similar. Okay, nice forward momentum in your love life for sure. And I think your love life in your relationship, especially any romantic relationships, they're going to be your focus in 2025. Let's see what's going on in your work life. Wow. All right, you got the death card twice in this reading. One for your guidance and one from your work life. So I think your work life is definitely going to see a complete change. It feels like something might be ending, starting to begin anew. Might be going through a new cycle, so might be getting a new job, might be losing a job and then moving forward into a different career path that you have, always wanted to move into. I'm going to clarify this before moving forward. Okay, nice. The Hierophant. Yeah. Something's changing. It's like you're getting wiser. You got the Destiny card, 3 Wands, the Hanged Man. Nice. Okay. I'll get into that as we move through the reading. But I feel as if the Death card here, because it's both your guidance and what to expect in your work life, I think there is something to say about the need for change in 2025. So what you can expect in the year of 2025, you've got Orphaned, number 5, and the Yin card, number 2. You're going to be getting to know your grief on a better level. You might be working with a therapist in 2025, or just for some reason your grief or negative cycles are going to be highlighted. And they're highlighted because they're meant for you to work through them and be reflective about them so that you can heal them. Okay, the number 5 does signify to me, and the number 5 keeps popping up throughout your reading. So I will say that I think this year is going to be a significant year of change and growth. I'm getting this like pressure in my ears right now, which is so weird. It's like when you're on an airplane and you're taking off and it's right before your ears pop. It's like this pressure. And I've never felt this before. I'm trying to pop my ears, but it won't pop. So I'm not sure. Maybe you get like ear pressure or headaches. This is so weird. Okay. Oh, got it. Okay. They just let me know. It's also regarding this card. It's going to be hard to hear some things in the year of 2025. It's going to be hard to hear some things. And I think this is related to your own memories that are negative. If you feel cast out or like you don't matter, or you have these feelings of victimhood, especially as they relate to work and your career and your money, they're giving me some kind of mindset about money, feeling like you're just down and out, or like you're just never going to get the money that you want. They're letting me know that that is what's being highlighted in 2025, that mindset and that cycle of thinking. Okay, and you're going to be reflecting a lot on it. You're going to be reflecting on it. You're going to be taking a more introspective route in 2025, I think, than perhaps maybe usual, because you've got the Yin card, and this is all about sitting back and observing. Not somebody who takes action on things yet, but somebody who rather sits back and watches as things unfold and gets to know themselves and people they receive. Okay, so it's this calm, more feminine energy, and I don't mean feminine as in gender specific, not at all. We all have feminine and masculine inside of us. We're all a mixture, a balance of yin and yang. What I mean by feminine is something that is receiving. Okay, so that's what you're being. Oh, okay. They're letting me know. Lovely. They're actually letting me know that this too corresponds to the Two of Cups. So the Yin is the 2 card. They're letting me know that actually this is going to be a nice year for your love life, I think. You're going to be getting clear on your relationships and what people mean to you. It feels like it's going to be nice. Maybe you are going to be kind of like clammed up in your house with your partner or your best friend. It's like you're not really going to be going out on the scene a lot. You're going to be kind of chilling out, doing your thing with them, hanging out with them in a very quiet sense. So that's what they're letting me know. Now, your overarching lesson for the year of 2025 is number 13, keeper of pace. Again, the number 13 corresponds to the death card, and you got the death card twice here, like I said. So we'll get into that later, but number 13, be on the lookout for the number 13 and iterations of it. So 131, 1313. It might pop up quite a bit for you across the year of 2025. I'm going to read this message for you, the keeper of pace. Is it time to speed up or time to slow down? This can only be answered by your internal guidance system. Trees have their own rhythms, as do the seasons, the bees, and the tree keepers, as well as you. Pay attention to the speed of your present situation. Is it time to pull back, or do you need to be taking more action? Tension, stress, and overwhelm will tell you when it's time to slow down. Inertia, anxiety, and fear are often indicators that some kind of change is needed to shift the pace. Listen to your own internal rhythm and act on the messages it conveys. I completely see that in your reading as well, because in your challenge, I see that you're going to be experiencing anxiety and stress if there are any challenges for you throughout the year. And what your guides want you to be aware of is that stressing and freaking out and not sleeping and just continuously obsessing over difficult things in the year of 2025, that's going to hurt you. They instead want you to sit back and take care of your mind. Take care of your body, but especially your mind, your mental health. That's going to be big for you across the year of 2025. Your guidance is the death card. That's one of them. You have another few here, but this death card is telling you to prepare for transformation. Move with it. Don't be afraid of the transformation. There's going to be change. And it's because you are changing, I feel like, Pisces. You are just choosing to move into a transformative process. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be linear, and progress is never linear, but you're certainly making progress in the year of 2025. Your guides don't want you to be scared. They want you to instead think about the excitement of what's going to come, okay? They want you to be aware of that. Now, your other guidance card, you've got move on. This card says, strive for a bigger purpose. Do not see the lotus bud. See instead the lotus blossom. Don't focus on the moment, for it is temporary. The future is better than today, even when not in view. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was strongly getting with that death card. You're being asked to move on and go into the change. Go like rushing forward, just surrender to the change. And that's what this yin card wants you to know. It's radical surrender. It's understanding that this is what's needed for you to be better in the long run, because by 2026, you'll be better. Your third guidance card is the wind card. Now, this is the card of flow. If you think of the elements, this is the card of air. The message is be in harmony with the flow. There is no need to overburden yourself. Ride the wings of the wind, especially those gusts from the southeast. Relax and be ready for the next surge of energy. Utilize your good timing, end of spring and beginning of summer. You might be feeling transformation is occurring for you at the end of spring and beginning of summer. So like April, May, June, that might be the time where you're really starting to see the death process happen, where things really start moving. And of course, your initial reaction might be to be a bit afraid, to be like, what's going on? But this card is telling you, move with the flow. Surrender to the flow. The yin card. And the keeper of pace wants you to understand that you dictate how quickly you move. But you have to be smart about it. If you're stressing and overburdening yourself, which this card tells you not to do, if you're stressing, you need to slow down. And I think that's what the lesson for you in 2025 will be about: slowing down, giving yourself breaks, giving yourself grace as well. Oh my gosh, you actually have a third guidance card that I completely forgot about from this deck. And it says, inaction is the best action. Your current situation is in harmony with the course of nature. Everything is as it should be. Accept this and do nothing. Focus on learning and experiencing. Allow things to unfold. Absolutely. You've got the same themes coming up in all of your cards here. Okay, so let's get into the rest of your tarot cards. You're being guided to show up Four of Pentacles. Now, your guides want you to first and foremost be aware of how you spend and save money. Okay? Be aware of how you think about money, because there is a scarcity mindset here. I felt that with the orphaned card. I feel like you might struggle with money historically. You might have a difficult relationship with money. Okay, the Four of Pentacles wants you to know that it's important for you to save in the month of 2025, not to be, don't be a penny pincher in that sense, but just be frugal, be smart about your finances, maybe go to a financial advisor, seek some help. But you're also being guided to root down, be stable, ground yourself in practices. Maybe there are things in your home that really help you feel grounded and stable. And in 2025, I think because there's so much transformation here for you, your guides really want you to ground yourself when you can. They don't want you to get up in your head. They want you to make sure to stay in your body and do any grounding methods, rituals, even just having like a plant in your home, for example, that might help you ground, okay? That might help you just feel a little bit like you're breathing in some fresh air, in that sense. I also get the sense from this card that your guides want you to be aware of your achievements. The Four of Pentacles has worked really hard, and they are not done yet. I mean, they still have a ways to go. But the Four of Pentacles has worked hard and does have some money and some materials you can see. You have abundance around you. And I feel as if your guides want you to be aware of that and want you to revel in it and celebrate that, okay? Now, your challenges in 2025, they're going to be around emotional maturity, especially as it relates to your relationships, as it relates to work. You're being asked to grow up. Really, I think that's the overwhelming vibe I'm getting from your cards. You're being asked to really step into the lessons, step into the learnings, and do the work. They want you to be aware of any patterns that you have relating to saying that you're going to do something, but maybe not doing it. And I feel like in your love life, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. You're going to be learning how to do that. You're learning how to back up your words with actions. And I see that in 2025, you're going to be learning that and you're aware of it. Okay, so I feel like I don't really need to harp on that. Now, how you can overcome these challenges though, don't get hung up on it. Don't get hung up on it. Your guides want you to know. And they don't want you to stress. They don't want you to be anxious. I mean, they really don't. This card came up reversed, and I don't take reversals, but it plopped out reversed. And so I had to read it in such a way that I was also respecting the reversal of it. And this tells me they don't want you to stress and freak out. They don't want you to obsess. They want you instead to think about how you can move forward. They want you to be instead a bit innovative, be inventive, think and speak with people about what's going on. That's how you're going to move forward. And oh God, I really don't like delivering this, but please don't shoot the messenger. They're giving me the words facing reality. Okay, yeah, facing reality. Your guides are really saying, look at what's in front of you and let's work on that, okay? I feel like in 2024, you're leaving behind the 10 of Cups. I feel like you've reached a goal. You've reached the completion of a cycle as it relates to your family life. I'm going to pull another card on this because I need some more context. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you might have actually started a family in 2024. Maybe you moved in with somebody. Maybe you had a child. Maybe you like retired and moved in with your child and their family. Okay, let's see. 10 of Cups. Okay, the message has been delivered. So I said something there that was in the message that they wanted me to say. All right, that's what I get when I get the same card to clarify. All right, so I'm going to move away from that. And the energy you're moving into in 2025, you've got the Strength card. And you've also got the 2 of Cups. Now, the 2 of Cups tells me that you're romantic, and not only romantic, platonic relationships with best friends, colleagues, bosses, people in your life. Your one-on-one relationships with people. Those are going to be like in your focus in 2025. Those are going to be a big part of your year. The Strength card here is asking you to be compassionate and have patience over everything. Have patience. Now, there might be some things that are needed to work out in your relationships. I'm also going to pull cards on this. You got the Justice card. Ooh. 9 of Pentacles. There might be some balancing out financially, actually, in your relationships. If you have been loaned money, for example, by somebody in your family or your partner or a good friend, if you've been loaned money, you'll be returning that money. Okay, and if also vice versa, if you have given somebody money, if you've given out a loan to somebody in your life, they will be returning that money because there's some balancing out here in your relationships. It might make things a bit uneasy in the beginning. Okay, that's the sense I'm getting from the Strength card. However, it does feel better moving forward. It feels like you're going to get back on your feet financially. And because of that, you'll be able to pay them back, or vice versa. They'll be getting back on their feet and they'll pay you back. It feels like there's a surge of confidence on your end in the relationship, and that benefits the relationship. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Take it as it resonates. Of course, as you move into 2025, it might make a lot more sense. But in your love life as well, Knight of Pentacles here, you're really showing up, you're being diligent and honorable and reliable, and you're learning how to become that person who really follows through on their promises and actions. I love seeing the Knight of Pentacles in relationships and love readings, and this is your love life. So I think this is one of the best cards actually that you could possibly get. This is somebody who is not going to one-up you, who's not going to lie to you. And if this is not you, then this is your partner. Okay, so you'll be having somebody come into your life who resembles this Knight of Pentacles. They might be an earth sign, so a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Or they might just present as such, somebody who has their feet really firmly planted on the ground, somebody who has a level head, got their head on straight, is responsible and mature and knows what they're doing. They're not going to play any games with you. They're going to be honest with you. All right, I really like that for your love life, Pisces. Now, in your work life, now we pulled some cards at the end there when I was pulling all of your cards. You've also got the Death card in your work life. So I do feel like this transformation is going to be taking place in your career and your world of finances. Maybe that's why this Four of Pentacles came up. Maybe there is some kind of like frugality needed because maybe there's like a little shift in your work life, and you might have like to dip into some savings sometime in the year. I'm not sure. But this Death card is telling me that your work life is going to be changing. Okay, so do be aware of that. Do prepare for any shifts that might be happening financially, okay? I don't like delivering that message. I really do not. However, I will say the cards clarifying this card are great. The Hierophant is here, another 5 card. So this is change and growth happening for you on a positive level. If you had gotten like the 5 of Pentacles, I'd be like, oh man, it's going to be tough. Hierophant's here guiding you through it. All right. So this is actually guiding you to become wiser, more responsible. You actually might be stepping into a leadership position, or like opening your own business, starting your own business. You might be meeting somebody in your life who takes on the role of kind of like putting you under their wing, and you kind of learn the ropes from them. Okay, the Hierophant does signify that. You've also got the Destiny card. This is meant to happen. This transformation is happening on divine timing. You can't stop it. And I think your cards, your guidance cards, all your cards here tell me that this is something that once you surrender to it, it will move so much more smoothly, because there is no fighting something that is destined. Do you know what I mean? The more you fight it, it's like the more chaotic it gets and the more stress it brings in your life. But when you surrender to it, you know, that stress just dissipates, and you're like, all right, throw your hands up like, shit, okay, I guess so. I guess let's move with it. 3 of Wands. This is about your future, ensuring a better future for yourself. I do feel like you're thinking about the future in terms of your work in 2025. And with this change that's coming through, yeah, okay. So they're letting me know that part of it is not inflicted, like it's self-motivated, like you're making the change yourself. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Let me re-explain that. For some people, this change, this transformation in your work life is going to be self-motivated, and you're going to begin it yourself. So actually, you might quit your job, or you might say, you know what, I want to go for this promotion, but when you go for the promotion, maybe somebody says, you know what, you're not ready, but let me take you under my wing and let me show you the ropes so that maybe you'll be ready in 6 months or a year. Okay, I feel like some of you, not all of you, but some of you, it's certainly begun because you kind of set it in motion. Lastly, you've got the Hanged Man. This whole process, this whole change is going to shift your perspective completely. I think it's going to change the way you think really, really drastically. I think it's, they're giving me like an up tempo, like, oh man, yeah, you're gonna just, they're giving me like this little jolt. Like after this, you're going to feel like just on the up. Not even on the up, like the way you think about things is going to come from such a different place. It feels like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just going to come from a more positive, more peaceful place. And I really like that for you, Pisces. 2025 is set to be big for you, Pisces, certainly. Your guidance is to flow with things, to slow down if you feel like things are getting too quick and you're getting stressed out. Take things slower, care for yourself over everything. It's going to be a time where you're called to reflect, be introspective, maybe be a little bit more thoughtful about your own habits and the ways you speak to yourself, the way you think about yourself, the way you think about money especially. And altogether, I think this year is going to change your life for the better. Okay, Pisces, I hope this reading was helpful. If it was, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel. As always, thank you so much for joining me for this reading, and I will see you next time for the January general reading in 2025.